account-based marketing, which means you have to know your customers as always. So who is it? Is it based on the revenue they're doing, or is it the number of employees they're doing?
Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of HubHype, coming from a very hot Portugal. We've been going through a heat wave, but at the same time, we can't complain. We're always complaining, right? If it's cold, it's
That's
cold.
true. Yeah, when the weather is good, we are complaining. When the weather is bad, we are complaining.
Yeah,
So welcome.
that's human
Anyway,
nature. Human nature, always complaining.
true.
And the last month was really cool, I think. So we've been having very cool projects, and HubSpot again has been as well, doing some very interesting changes. So allow me to start by two specific updates. Usually I kind of save the updates until the end, but these are two updates that I've been wanting, and I didn't know they were working on it, obviously, because we don't have that information. But one of them is the URL property. So up until now, you have, or I think this was, okay, no, expected 10th of July, by the way. So I'm looking here, it's scheduled for release. So right now, if you want to include a URL property, this is basically a free text field, right? So it's basically, what that means is you have that information, but it's not clickable. And now with the URL property, when you're creating a new property, you can choose that as a type of property, and that will be clickable, and you don't actually have to go there, copy and paste it somewhere. So I think that's pretty cool, and already kind of late. That should be right here already for for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we did in the past is we were using calculation fields, but then you do not have a full string. But now it's working really properly. And just imagine you're doing an integration with a third-party system, and you really want to see a customer in there. So you bring in the customer ID, and then you have your URL, and then you can use it and switch from one system to the other one. So that's very helpful. And I think a lot of HubSpot users were really waiting for it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just the experience is different, and it's much better, and it's all about improving that one. And the other thing is create personalized content based on lists. So I think this was kind of a quick win as well, because you have content remix. I think we talked about this already here. And now you can do that, but let's say that the starting point is different. It's a list. Instead of being the content, it's the audience. And this, for a marketer's mind, makes a lot of sense, right? So basically, you're creating, or you're having already pre-built lists, and you're still going through the same process. You still have to prompt the AI, of course, about the content. So basically, you have a list with specific criteria. Then you prompt it, and the prompt needs to be for sure focus on the type of audience, right? So basically, you can base that prompt on the criteria you defined, like saying, okay, this is a list of employees who have not purchased anything from my company in the last 30 days. They are a group based in Lisbon, so something like that. So really focus on the characteristics of that audience, and then from there you can create the content. So I think that's pretty cool that feature, which is very centered in the content remix, is now kind of getting out of there into other features and parts of the CRM.
Yes, agreed. And in addition to that, I just had a look into the update. So there is an update also specifically on the lists, so that you can see open rates and click-through rates based on your list. And this is now available. So that's a quite interesting feature. So before going into the emails and searching for different people, you can create lists and then immediately see the open and click-through rates. So just imagine if you're doing an A/B testing, you do it maybe through list A and B, you immediately see the results, or even you can do a A/B testing and after that again a A/B testing to different lists. So this is super helpful. So in the combination is super powerful. I love it.
Yeah, because before, I mean, what you can do right now regarding that, you can create a list and then you kind of can create a report to see click-through rates and open rates based on the list, right? So it's not the other way around that you have the list like you have now, and you can see based on that list the KPIs. First, you would have to create a report based on a list. So right now, yeah, like that, it's much easier, definitely. Yeah, so you have something, Irving, that you would like to highlight, something that you did?
Always. So for me, the last month was really about let's call it cleansing. So as you know, I'm a big fan of cleanse the data. So data itself, but also what I'm focusing on currently is pipelines. So we cleaned up 5 different pipelines for a customer of ours. So we harmonized the lead stages because it was historically grown. So they set different lead stages. We consolidated that so that every deal stage will be now more or less the same. So the naming convention is saying the same, but still, every pipeline could be different, but we harmonized that. In addition to that, we were using the function to set mandatory fields to get from one stage into the other, which is super helpful if you have some backend systems connected to HubSpot. So in this case, the customer is using EasyBill to write their bills. But for sure, to write a bill, you need mandatory information in the system, and we made it sure now that those information is available when going through all the different stages. And as well, so since we did the harmonizing of the pipelines, we were now able to just duplicate some reports and change a little bit the stages in there. And now you have full visibility on your pipelines, on the stages, what people are doing. And the next step will be that we are automating those stages. So whenever a customer is more than X days in a certain stage, we will first create an automated task for the account owner, so to say, or the deal owner. And then also in the next step, sending out emails asking, is your interest still valid, etc. So this will automate the pipeline quite well, and they think that they will at least save 20 to 30% of their time, and they can focus then on sales. Was great, really loved it.
Absolutely. I think that people sometimes don't take special attention to that because the pipeline automation, you can basically create like a whole workflow based on your deal stage. And you can create not only like actions to go to other stages, but as well follow-ups, tasks, or emails. If you have an integration with LinkedIn, you can as well trigger a LinkedIn message. And that's so powerful because salespeople already have a lot to do with calling and then, managing and updating the content record and the deals. If they have already processes behind it that go automatically, they need to know about it, right? And I think sometimes it's as well the question of making sure that they are all aligned. And one thing that is important as well, and it goes with the mandatory fields you said, right? So when someone is creating a deal, it's important that they know that those information are mandatory so they can as well get them and have them when they are creating the deal. Otherwise, they won't be able to create the deal because he won't let you create the deal, right? So that's alignment first, and then operationally implemented that it's quite easy but so important. It makes a lot of difference at the end.
Yeah, loved it.
Definitely, yeah. We were talking about reports, and recently we implemented as well a new report that is specifically, I think it's cool for marketing. And I'm talking, Irving, about the nurture report. Basically, you can see out of the workflows how many people are enrolled or have been enrolled in the next 7 days, or in the past 7 days, or have been enrolled in the past 30 days. But sometimes it's kind of hard to, because you have more workflows than just nurtures, right? So and then also you cannot really break it down to other specific details. So what we created for ourselves and as well for our customers, so first we implemented a new property that is meant to store information about which nurture the contact is currently active. So based on that, you create a workflow, you trigger it every time a content gets created or updated. And then based on that, there's a branch, and can have 2 or 3 or 4 branches. It depends on the amount of nurtures you have. And then if they are currently active in one specific nurture, then they get that value in based on that property. Then you're creating this report that tells you the nurtures you have, the amount of contacts you have, and it's always up to date because it's always based on active contacts. And then you can break it down to a life cycle stage. So I think that's a great because there's nothing like out of the box like that in HubSpot.
True.
And I mean, if you want to report to your marketing team, because nurtures, it's a lot of work and investment and time for a marketing team, and you need to prove that that's working or that's not working. So having that, and we can help to implement that. But having that, it's definitely making sure that, because you can see, okay, I mean, why is this nurture not having anyone? So maybe there's something wrong with it, right? And also the cadence of the life cycle stage. So it's really interesting, especially to audit your current stage for status for nurtures.
Yeah, and the other thing I think in the reporting, what is also very important is to compare. So you can compare the actual month with the other month, or this actual year with the other year, and that brings a lot of transparency in your data. And as you mentioned, the nurture program itself is a lot of effort. So if you want to make it right, it's not just a sequence, so to say. So sending email 1, wait 7 days, and so forth. And a lot of our customers are using nurture programs. So they are starting, then they are learning, then they maybe put in conditional content in that or smart content in there. And then this report gives you really the right transparency if you should move forward, or you immediately also see some mistakes in the nurture. So that's super helpful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And talking about marketing, I know you were working recently in a ABM concept. Do you
Yeah,
want to talk?
that's true. Yeah, that's true. So ABM, so account-based marketing, is a big topic of some of our customers. So the more data you have in the HubSpot portal, the more you have to send out relevant messages to them. One thing how you can do it is ABM, so account-based marketing, which means first of all you have to know your customers as always. So who is it? Is it based on the revenue they're doing, or is it the number of employees they're doing? It doesn't make sense if you just have one contact in one company. So you should have more than, I would say, at least 100 contacts in one company. But when you think about companies in your database which have more than 100 contacts, even in our size, we also have 1 or 2 companies which have more than 100 contacts in our database. And then it really makes sense, because then you can be super specific. There is a module which I just switched on this week, where you can first of all create your different tiers for companies. That's interesting. The other thing is it's an exercise, so it's all about getting yourself ready to do account-based marketing, right? So you have to think about the demographic stuff. You have to think about how do you want to target them, and then you can switch it on. The other thing is, and the knowledge base article is quite good, so I will rewrite the article a little bit, and we'll send out a white paper for that for sure the next weeks. The other thing is, I was thinking about doing a account-based marketing scoring or account-based scoring. So this is possible as well. So since the old scoring is going away today, by the way, so today when we are recording this podcast, today is the 30th of June, it will not be possible to edit them tomorrow, which is the 1st of July.
Okay.
So
Good
just
reminder.
a side note, so if you did not create a new scoring model, now it's time. We are happy to help.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying the next weeks now is to set up for us a account-based scoring model. So thinking about the activities we want to bring in, maybe the number of form submits. So basically, the methodology is the same, but it will be based on the company, and it should count in every contact interaction. And I'm happy to see the results. So I'm super curious how this is working. So I have an idea, but I also research a little bit of knowledge-based articles. There are I would say, no sufficient answers. So therefore, I will come up with a concept.
Yeah, it would be interesting as well to know how many people are using that module from HubSpot for ABM. Maybe I'll do a poll or something on LinkedIn just
And
to
we
have
should
a
do a little poll. Yeah, why not?
yeah, just to have an idea because those are kind of hidden. I mean, it's not hidden, but it's not like emails that everyone is using. So sometimes you're doing account-based marketing, but you're not actually using that module,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So it will be interesting to know more because when there's not enough data or information out there, that might be a hint that it's not used so much. I don't know. And
Yeah,
also,
true.
I have a question that you were mentioning when you have companies with at least 100 contacts. In
That's my recommendation. So, but it's
when
not
you
the
have
common
less,
recommendation.
would that not work?
Yeah, the question is really it depends on the product you are selling, right? So
Yeah.
if you are selling a product which is 50 euros per month, then it maybe doesn't make sense to do account-based marketing. But if you have a product where the average deal is, I don't know, 100,000 euros, then for sure it makes sense to do account-based marketing because you have to think about the different relations. Yeah, so sometimes it's a buying center, sometimes it's an influencer, sometimes it's a decision maker. It's all about make your data more visible, more transparent, more actionable for yourself, and then you are creating content which is really specific on this customer. That is the ultimate goal. If you ask me how would you start, I would start with industries really. So search for your biggest industries. You can call it tier as well. And then say, okay, we do something for the industry SaaS as an example, because the problems in the SaaS business more or less is always the same, right? So you can address the pain points, the solution you're offering, and stuff like that. So that's important. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm really curious about the result of the scoring.
You will see, Lisa.
I will see, yeah, but then we can as well tell our audience what we found, and I will do that poll definitely. Do you have any more highlights this week or since the
No,
last?
it was really busy. So I was planning this week my trip to the inbound this year. So
Yeah,
booking flights,
September,
booking hotels, find
San
some
Francisco.
accommodation what we are having, and for sure had some ideas also for the what we can do as a special offer. But besides that, regular stuff. So every time new.
Exactly. So last week, not last week, in the beginning of this month, actually, we hosted a webinar about integrating HubSpot with Microsoft Dynamics CRP. So you can take a look. You will find it in our blog and also on my LinkedIn page. That was hosted together with HubHype. They are data integration tools, so they integrate CRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, Microsoft with ERPs, mostly Microsoft products. So that one was very interesting. So that's as well a recommendation and something we did this month. And another thing, it's not out there yet, but we will be promoting in the next few weeks a new ebook about data integration and specifically Breeze, which is not data integration, sorry, data enrichment. And it's about Breeze because that's the enrichment solution inside HubSpot. And I wrote that white paper, that ebook, about like 2 months ago or something. And when I was revisiting it, now that we need to prepare it for promotion, I realized that something changed, and that something is the credits. So basically, and let me just take a look here quickly because it's a lot of stuff, and I did not memorize everything, but basically before you had Breeze Intelligence credit, so you needed 1 credit for one enrichment record, to enrich 1 record, and now you have HubSpot credits, and HubSpot credits are given to you at 0 cost based on your subscription level, and it's your highest subscription tier. So if you have Sales Pro and then you have Marketing Enterprise, you will have enterprise credits. You will not get pro credits plus enterprise.
Not summing up. Okay.
Yeah, you will always look at the highest one. And basically, Starter is 500 credits. You've probably already seen it. If you go to your settings, you can see it. Then Professional 3,000 and Enterprise 5,000 credits. What is changing? So if you had purchased Breeze Intelligent credits beforehand, so that's changing actually on the 2nd of July, those will not go away. Those will for sure, be migrated to the new credit, and you can still use it. And you have, in addition, the HubSpot credits. But before, one thing which is different, and it's important to highlight, before you needed 1 credit to enrich 1 record. Now you need 10 credits to enrich 1 record. So if you go over those, because it's not just Breeze Intelligence, so you can as well use Smart Properties, which is a little bit kind of enrichment, and Customer Agent, right? So those features, so let's say you have 500, which by the way are always renewing every month on your billing day. Okay, so every month you will have 500. If you don't use the 500s before, those will not go into, right? It's always new. But let's say that you go over the 500. Those features which are, let's say, dependent on using credits will be paused. Then you just have to wait for the next renewal to have again 500 points or 500 credits. But if you decide to buy some, then after your first purchase, if you go over it, then you will be automatically going to the next tier, so they will give you more credits without asking. And that's only happening after you do the first purchase, because you might have some things in the background going and they don't want to interrupt any of that. So you buy a bundle of 1,000 credits, and then you will get 1,000 credits more, and you will have to pay at the end of the day without, so they are notifying you for sure, but if you don't do anything, then that will be renewed automatically. But anyways, so there's more to it, and in this ebook, we are really going through everything, enrichment, and as well buyer intent and form shortening. So we will be promoting that, and you can download it.
Perfect. All right.
All right. So I think that's it for this month's edition of HubHype. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be waiting for you next time.
See you and hear you next time. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.